TRB 00761 for the City of Lyndhurst versus Nathaniel Taylor. Taylor, please come forward. Good morning, Mr. Taylor.
Good morning.
Taylor, case 20-00761, you are charged with one count of failure to comply with an order receiving of a police officer. It is alleged, Mr. Taylor, that on October 2nd of 2022 that you did operate a motor vehicle so as to willfully elude or flee a police officer after receiving a visible and audible signal to stop. Nathaniel Taylor drove approximately a half a mile Mayfield Brainerd to 5900 Mayfield with a police vehicle attempting to stop them with both the overhead lights and audible siren activated. Nathaniel admitted to officers that he knew he was being pulled over. This is in violation of Ohio Revised Code 2921.331B. It's called failure to comply with an order receiving of a police officer. It's a misdemeanor of the first degree, punishable by up to 180 days of jail, fine of up to $1,000. It is a 6-point offense, Mr. Taylor. Then, Mr. Taylor, you were also cited in 22 TRD 05424 while in the city of Lyndhurst on or about October 2nd of 2022 to approximately 1:43 a.m. You were cited with driving under a license suspension as an unclassified misdemeanor. Punishable by up to $1,000 fine, no time in jail. It's a 2-point offense. Driver's license required. That's an unclassified misdemeanor. Punishable by up to $1,000 fine, no time in jail. It's a 0-point offense, and then a seatbelt violation, which is a misdemeanor of the 4th degree. Punishable by up to 30 days in jail and a fine of up to $250. So, Mr. Taylor, since you are facing the possibility of jail time, if you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you. So, Mr. Taylor, can you afford your own attorney?
I represent myself.
Okay.
And also, for the record, that capitalized name is Sedicate Trust. I am the beneficiary of that Sedicate Trust. I'm exercising my rights.
How do you plead to these charges today?
I'm exercising my rights at this time, at all points in time, never waiving my rights at any points in time, always and forevermore. I also need the court to produce a original wet seal document of a constitutional law that I have broken. I'm exercising my constitutional rights. I was traveling with my motor conveyance, which is also my constitutional right. And in order for a crime to exist, there must be an injured party. There can be no penalties or sanction imposed on one because of that constitutional right. That's a national case of Sher versus Cullen. I also have a right to travel on my motor conveyance, which is also my constitutional right. And from here on out, I remain silent, which is also my constitutional right.
Alright, so Mr. Taylor, you don't want to enter a formal plea in this matter? Okay. Alright, well, Mr. Taylor, what the court's going to do, I will indicate that you are representing yourself. I will enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. I will indicate that you are demanding a speedy trial since you indicated you don't want to waive any rights. This matter will be set for a telephone pretrial, which the prosecutor will contact you to discuss this matter if you can't come to a resolution with the prosecutor. After a pretrial, we will set this matter for a trial, at which point we could let the court or jury decide as to whether a crime was committed. All right?
Also, on the record,
you said you were remaining silent. So
on the record, the United States citizen is a civilly dead entity. Under Congressional Record of June 13, 1967, the United States citizen is a civilly dead entity. I'm a flesh and blood living man. My name is Nathaniel Taylor L. And not the Sedicate Trust, Nathaniel D. Taylor, who you are speaking of.
Well, all I know is the Lyndhurst Police Department
No.
issued a citation to Nathaniel D.
I'm a
Taylor.
flesh and blood
you
living
appeared
man.
as Nathaniel D. Taylor.
I'm the beneficiary.
And
I
you showed up to court today as Nathaniel
at
Taylor.
special appearance for
So-
Nathaniel D. Taylor, which I am
So,
the
Mr. Taylor.
beneficiary of, that Sedicate Trust.
Okay.
I don't consent to proceedings, and I don't consent to any
Well,
citations
you
or
consent to
anything.
this court's jurisdiction.
I don't,
As you're here
I don't
today,
consent to any
you know-
jurisdiction. I'm a flesh and blood living man.
Okay, I agree you're a living man. But
This
you
is a tribunal
understand-
court.
You understand, Mr. Taylor, that if you did not show up today, a warrant would be issued for your arrest, so you consent to the jurisdiction of this court.
No, I showed up at
If I
special
showed up
appearance.
today,
I showed at
you
the
have
special
consented-
appearance.
You have consented.
My
to the
name is
jurisdiction of the
Nathaniel.
court.
My appellation is
Right.
Nathaniel
So, this matter
Taylor
will be set for a
L.
telephone pretrial.
I'm a
For
flesh and
someone
blood
who
living
said they weren't
man.
gonna talk anymore, you sure do talk a lot, Mr. Taylor. Okay. So,
Also
this matter will be set for
request a
telephone
preliminary
pretrial.
hearing, which by right, that is violation of due process. If I don't get a preliminary hearing,
I'm not sure where you went to law school, Mr. Taylor, but
Don't
there's
need
no
to go
such
to law
thing as preliminary
school.
hearings on misdemeanor cases.
misdemeanor hearing, or as a violation of due process.
Okay. All right. So I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf, indicating you are demanding a speedy trial. All right.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
That's the one thing you've said today that I think we can agree with.
And y'all all are under oath, which y'all sworn to the Constitution. It's
All
okay.
right. So, Mr. Taylor, you are free to leave. The prosecutor for Lyndhurst will reach out to you on the day.
I don't consent to nobody reaching out to Nathaniel Taylor L. I don't consent to it.